The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, has captivated humanity for millennia. Its gentle glow illuminates our night sky, while its phases mark the passage of time. But how did this celestial object come to be? Scientists believe the moon formed billions of years ago from the debris of a cataclysmic collision. A Mars-sized object, often called Theia, slammed into the young Earth, scattering molten rock and dust into space. This debris, caught in Earth's gravitational pull, slowly coalesced over time, eventually forming the moon we know today. The moon is more than just a beautiful sight in the night sky. It plays a crucial role in the stability and habitability of our planet. Its gravitational pull prevents Earth from wobbling too much on its axis, stabilizing our climate and creating the seasons we experience. The moon's influence extends to our oceans, where its gravitational forces generate the tides, the rhythmic rise and fall of sea levels that have shaped coastlines and influenced marine life for billions of years. The moon is a silent witness to Earth's history, its surface scarred by billions of years of asteroid and meteoroid impacts. These impacts have left behind a landscape of craters, mountains, and vast plains of solidified lava known as Maria. The moon's lack of atmosphere and geological activity means these ancient features remain remarkably well preserved, offering scientists a window into the early solar system. By studying the moon, we can learn not only about its own history, but also about the processes that shaped our planet and the conditions that gave rise to life on Earth. The moon's most tangible effect on Earth is its role in creating tides. The moon's gravitational pull is strongest on the side of Earth facing it. This pull creates a bulge of water, high tide, on that side. A corresponding bulge occurs on the opposite side of Earth, where the moon's pull is weakest. As Earth rotates, these bulges travel across the planet, causing high tides to follow the moon's position. The sun also exerts a gravitational pull on Earth, though weaker than the moon's. When the sun, Earth, and moon align during a new or full moon, their combined pull creates especially high tides called spring tides. Conversely, when the sun and moon are at right angles to each other during the first and third quarter moons, their gravitational forces partially cancel each other out. This results in lower high tides called neap tides. Tides are not uniform across the globe. The shape of coastlines and the depth of the ocean floor can amplify or dampen tidal ranges. Beyond their influence on the oceans, tides also play a role in Earth's rotation. The friction generated by the movement of tidal bulges very gradually slows Earth's rotation. This effect is minuscule but measurable. Over millions of years, this process has lengthened the Earth's day. The mid-20th century witnessed an unprecedented technological competition, the space race. Fueled by Cold War rivalry, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a fierce battle for supremacy in space exploration. Each side sought to demonstrate its technological prowess and assert its dominance on the world stage. The space race began in 1957 when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. This event sent shockwaves through the United States, sparking fears of Soviet technological superiority and triggering a surge in investment in space exploration. The Soviet Union continued its string of early victories with the launch of Yuri Gagarin in 1961, who became the first human to orbit Earth. These achievements spurred the United States to set an ambitious goal, landing a man on the moon before the end of the decade. President John F. Kennedy famously declared in 1961, "We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard." This bold vision galvanized the nation and ignited the imagination of people worldwide. The United States poured resources into its space program, developing the powerful Saturn V rocket and the Apollo spacecraft. After years of intense effort and several crewed missions, the Apollo 11 mission achieved the seemingly impossible. On July 20, 1969, American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon, forever etching their names in history. With the end of the space race, lunar exploration went through a period of relative quiet. However, recent years have seen a resurgence of interest in the moon, driven by scientific curiosity and the potential for resource extraction. Space agencies worldwide are developing ambitious plans for lunar missions, aiming to establish a sustained human presence on the Moon and unlock its secrets. NASA's Artemis program, initiated in 2017, aims to land the first woman and the next man on the Moon by 2026. Artemis is envisioned as a stepping stone for future missions to Mars, using the Moon as a testing ground for technologies and strategies for deep space exploration. The program includes the development of the powerful Space Launch System (SLS) rocket and the Orion spacecraft, designed for long-duration missions beyond low Earth orbit. China has also emerged as a major player in lunar exploration. Its Chang'e program has achieved several notable milestones, including the first soft landing on the far side of the Moon in 2019, with Chang'e 4, and the successful return of lunar samples to Earth in 2020 with Chang'e 5. China's ambitions extend to establishing a lunar research base and potentially extracting resources such as helium-3, a potential fuel for future fusion reactors. The Moon continues to beckon with its mysteries and possibilities. As we venture back to our celestial neighbor, we embark on a new era of exploration, driven by scientific curiosity, technological innovation, and the desire to push the boundaries of human knowledge. The Moon, once a distant destination, is now within our reach, offering a platform for scientific discovery, technological advancement, and perhaps one day, a permanent human presence beyond Earth.